Good evening, everyone. I'm in the heart of Paris on the Champs-Élysées, just blocks from where I conducted this interview. Emerges from that exile, past, present, and future.
As a light rain fell and fog hovered over Paris this Sunday afternoon, I met with the former dictator of Haiti, Claude Baby Doc Duvalier. He has lived in exile in France since 1986. This is his first television interview with an American journalist since shortly after fleeing his homeland under cover of darkness on board a U.S. transport plane. Claiming he now hears the cry of his people, who he says,
people suffering a lot, and it is not bearable, it's revolting.
This 51-year-old divorced father of two, considered by many Haitians to have run a regime marked by brutality, financial fraud, and political persecution, Duvalier tonight breaks his silence.
It has been some 15 years since you have agreed to grant an interview to an American television journalist.
Yes, you're right, it's been a long time.
Why now?
Because I think it's now time for me to explain myself.
You agreed to do this interview today with no restrictions on what we talk about, what areas I go into?
Yes, absolutely.
What is the greatest risk today to the Haitian people?
According to me, the greatest risk is that this chaos transforms into an uncontrollable violence.
Do you feel it is a crisis at this point?
Absolutely.
Duvalier places the blame at the feet of Haiti's president, Jean-Bertrand Aristide.
What do you think he should do?
He does not rule Haiti anymore. It doesn't have the possibility of ruling Haiti anymore. He's been rejected by the vast majority of the population. He should, according to me, retire. I think that the Haitian people has been sufficiently deceived and betrayed. Some families eat every other day.
Do you feel the issue of potential starvation and real life and death issues are greater now than they were, say, 15, 20 years ago?
There's no possible comparison. The country has gone backwards by 50 years.
Do you want to return to Haiti?
Yeah, it is my firm intention, as soon as the conditions will allow.
Are you aware that currently authorities say there is an outstanding warrant for your arrest that reportedly would be served on you if you entered Haiti?
There's no warrant that concerns me.
But according to lawyers for the Haitian government, including Ira Kurzban, there is an outstanding warrant in Haiti for Duvalier, and Kurzban says it should concern him.
If you were to be in a room face-to-face with Duvalier today, what would you say to him?
I think I'd probably try and have him arrested, because there are a number of crimes that we believe he's committed that he needs to be held accountable for.
He says, I ask him, if he was in a room with you today, what would he say to you? And he says, I think I would try to have him arrested.
Well, he has to watch what he says, because I can take a legal action against him.
Well, there's a great deal of information in here about what happened during the Duvalier era and how funds were stolen.
Kurzban says the charges stem from a 1987 criminal case filed in Haiti, where it was alleged Duvalier misappropriated hundreds of millions of dollars to personally benefit himself, his family, and his friends.
Did you, or anyone working in behalf of you, or others in your family, or your ex-wife that you have knowledge of, plain and simple, loot the coffers of Haiti?
No. No, do not know anything about that.
In a separate civil case in Miami, a federal judge has ruled that Duvalier is liable for more than $500 million. He, his ex-wife, and 3 others allegedly misappropriated from the Haitian treasury, funneling the money to fictitious social programs. Payments in just 1 month.
It was paid to you $30,000, to your ex-wife $70,000. So the people who signed affidavits claiming that this was money essentially stolen, you're saying that all these people are not telling the truth.
Well, maybe the best thing to do is when I go back to Haiti, we should gather all these people who received money from Mr. Duvalier.
In your opinion, right now, is there anything legally stopping you from going back to Haiti?
There's absolutely no legal obstacle to my return to Haiti.
So why have you not gone back?
I've got my reasons.
Tell me.
I won't tell the media.
I want to talk about hearing the voice of the suffering of the Haitian people back when you were in power. Did you ever visit Fort Demanche?
Not really. I did not visit Fort Demanche.
Fort Demanche, a prison, was considered to be the country's most notorious death house.
The conditions there were, by many accounts, inhumane, and that allegedly, according to an outside report, some 50,000 men and women died there within the time frame of you and your father's reign. 50,000. Just between 75 and 76, out of 151 prisoners, 71 died of tuberculosis, and the rest victims of malnutrition. Should that be acceptable?
But the budget of the Republic is quite limited, so it was materially impossible to have 4 5-star prisons.
There's a wide gap between a 5-star prison and what was considered to be inhumane treatment. Do you accept that for some people listening to this, it will be difficult for them to accept you're raising concerns of abuses against people today and not taking any responsibility or acknowledgement of abuses under you and your father's regime?
I never said that there weren't any abuses.
Yet under his regime, Duvalier denied that the men, women, and children who fled the island nation were escaping political persecution, insisting they were economic refugees. But now he's calling on the United States government to change its policy regarding Haitians fleeing their country today.
Currently there's chaos in Haiti. There's no any more means to govern the country. The youth doesn't have any perspectives for the future anymore. The students were injured by bullets. Journalists were beaten up, persecuted. 2 of them died. So that leads me to think that faced with such a situation, the Bush administration should grant the status of political refugee.
Why do you want to go back to Haiti? What do you want to go back to Haiti and do?
It is my duty to go back to my country and participate in the rebuilding of my country.
Since leaving the island nation, Duvalier has not had to stand trial in any Haitian court. Government sources in Haiti tell me if he returns, the expectation is attempts will be made to file human rights complaints against him. In the meantime, Duvalier tells me he intends to travel to the United States in the coming weeks. Michelle Gillen, CBS 4 News in Paris.